Music Radio. Totally 70s, America's #1 choice for better music on the World Wide Web. Was a very special time for Elton John, or should I say Sir Elton John, back when Bernie Taupin returned and started writing songs for him again, and all the way to #1 with Little Genie back in the summertime of 1980 on Music Radio. Oh, yeah. It's 17 minutes after 7 o'clock. It's a Wednesday night. It's Mr. 70s. I'll be here until Jim Longtime at 9 o'clock, and we got music for you and a whole lot of it. So stick around here on Totally 70s.
The Totally 70s Radio Network.
Totally 70s.
Oh, I tried and I tried, but I can't say goodbye. You got me going, I need you, and I can't let go. I want you, baby. I can't let go. I can't let go. I can't let go.
There's always a better song right here on Music Radio. Totally 70s. Clear and cool for the overnight is what the weatherman says. Could see a low of 37, which is actually kind of chilly for this time of year. Tomorrow, sunny, a nice looking day here in New York Town with a high around 70. Tomorrow night, clear skies. Going to be a chilly one for tomorrow night. Lows around 38. And for Friday, sunny skies and gorgeous with a high of 75. Right now in New York, we've got 60 degrees at Totally 70s. The music sounds best right here on Music Radio, Totally 70s. Listen, if you ever have the opportunity to go check out George Michael, he is sensational, to say the least. I had the pleasure of checking him out.
Music Radio.
Back about 2 or 3 years ago at Madison Square Garden. Well, my wife actually twisted my arm behind my back and said, "You better go or else." But let me tell you, once I got there, it was like, wow. So a great show. If you ever get the chance to go check out George Michael, it's 7:26 at Totally 70s.
Non-stop music, commercial free. Totally 70s.
And you know, it completely slipped my mind that today is officially Stevie Wonder's birthday. For some reason, I think he's older than 65. We'll have his birthday song coming up in moments. Right now, it's Level 42 on Totally 70s. You know, I think that's only the one hit they only had back around 1985 by the group known as Level 42 and Something About You at Totally 70s. And well, if it's your birthday, happy birthday to you. And we know it's Stevie's, so this is Stevie's very special birthday song right here. All 5 minutes and 45 seconds of it by request here on Totally 70s. Music Radio, Totally 70s, America's #1 choice for better music on the World Wide Web. Happy birthday to you, Stevie, from all of us here at the Totally 70s Radio Network. It's 25 minutes right now before 8 o'clock. Mr. 70s is on the air everywhere in the USA, the UK, and around the world on finer computers. Here's Eddie Rabbit on Totally 70s.
She sings a minute.
Music Radio, Totally 70s, America's #1 choice for better music. Little country crossover music. I know Mick's Rock Madness has kind of been combining country with rock and roll and doing a fine job of it. He's got the night off. It's Mr. 70s on the radio. It's 7:38 right now. And, well, do I have some time for your request tonight? Absolutely. You got a favorite you want to hear? Let me know about it. We'll get it on the radio for you and possibly even for me, too. Here's Kool and the Gang from 1979 and Too Hot on Totally 70s.
At 17 we fell in love, high school sweethearts.
Music Radio, Totally 70s gets on a bigger and better variety of your favorite songs and continuous long song sets. There's always a better song here on Totally 70s. Steelers fan, time to turn up your radio. Here's Todd Rundgren.
Hello, it's me. I've thought about us for a long, long
Music Radio, Totally 70s. Spook, I cannot believe you actually said that Hanson was bigger than the Beatles. John, I'd say now would be a good time for getting a checkup from the neck up, if you know what I mean. Yeah.
Totally 70s.
I'm sure he knows exactly what I mean. National Weather Service forecast for New York, New Jersey, and Fairfield County, Connecticut. Clear and cool for the overnight. Could see a low of around 37. Tomorrow, sunny. Nice looking day, a high around 70. Tomorrow night, clear skies. Lows near 38. And the outlook for Friday as we head into the weekend, not too bad. Mostly sunny and gorgeous with a high around 75. Right now in New York, 58 degrees at 70s.
I can feel it floating away, inch by inch.
You know, the one thing I love about this radio station, you never seem to know who's going to come in the door next. Oh, Davey, how the hell are you, my good friend? Oh, yes, in New York, New Jersey, and Fairfield County, Connecticut, you got most music radio, totally 70s. It's America's number one choice.
More music. Totally 70s. New York. Mr. 70s on the Totally 70s Radio Network. Oh, DiMarco. It's great. Excellent. Number one. Number one.
Music radio, totally 70s, and the unmistakable sound of Jody Watley and Shalimar right here on America's number one choice. It's 3 minutes after 8 o'clock. You've got the Totally 70s Radio Network, always giving you a better mix of the best music. Hey, you don't believe me? You check out any other radio station. You'll be back here for more, I guarantee it. Here's the Alan Parsons Project on 70s. Music radio, totally 70s. It's all the great songs that never seem to get old. We got them for you in long, continuous song sets. Here's England Dan and John Ford Coley.
Hello, yeah, it's been a while. Not much. How about you?
Music radio, totally 70s. Well, hey, fact of the matter is, ladies and gentlemen, I was beginning to think I was going to lose my touch if I hadn't gotten on the air and wiggled my chops back and forth just a tiny bit. Here's Jim Croce on Totally 70s.
If I could save time in a bottle.
Just a timeless song, as they say so. It's 11 minutes after 8 o'clock. Wednesday night. Mick has got the night off, and Mr. 70s is playing the tunes on America's number one choice for better music. You are tuned in and turned on to the Totally 70s Radio Network. Music radio, totally 70s. Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike called themselves the New Edition back in 1984. And hey, Mr. Telephone Man, there's something wrong with my line. Well, there's nothing wrong with my line. So if you got a favorite song you want to hear tonight, well, give me a buzz and we'll get it on for you. Here's the Babies on 70s.
Falling in love was the last thing I had on my mind.
Ah, yes, so many great songs, so many great memories, and only one radio station's got it. It's Music Radio, totally 70s, America's number one. Alternative 80s. Got your request with the late, great Harry Chapin in stereo on 70s.
A child arrived just the other day. He came to the world in the usual way, but there were planes to catch.
One of the many great songs that came out of that magical year of 1974, the late, great Harry Chapin right here on Music Radio, totally 70s, America's number one choice. Just the good songs in stereo. Here's Linda Ronstadt.
Feeling better now that with
Music Radio, totally 70s, gets on a better variety of your favorite songs back to back. That's Linda Ronstadt from 1975. It's 8:31 here at Totally 70s. Inside another longer music sweep, we got them for you. Let's go back to the year 1979 right now. Here's REO Speedwagon on Totally 70s.
I've been around for you, baby. It's time for me to fly.
Well, back in 1979, the LP was entitled You Can Tune a Piano, but You Cannot Tune a Fish. It's REO Speedwagon right here on Music Radio, Totally 70s. Well, it's going to be time for me to fly about 25 minutes from now. Jim Long will be along, yes, with Wednesday Night Rocks here on Totally 70s. Walter Becker, Donald Fagen, and Steely Dan is on your radio here on 70s. Music Radio, Totally 70s. Well, back in 1978, when that little LP came out known as Asia, I had the 8-track copy of it, and believe it or not, it was actually music to light my bong to. It's 8:39 on Totally 70s. My bad. I know. Anyway, Jim Long's going to be along at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time with Wednesday Night Rocks to rock your socks off. And in the meantime, we got some great music in between. Here's the Pointer Sisters on Totally 70s.
As the midnight moon was drifting through the easy touch, I found somebody who will spend
Music Radio, Totally 70s. Well, congratulations goes out to you, Mike Miller, for managing to get a couple of Eagles tickets. And, well, you're going to have one hell of a show to check out for sure. Believe me, I am living proof of that. It's 8:43 on a Wednesday night. It's David Gates and Brett on 70s.
Who draws the crowd and plays so loudly?
Music Radio, Totally 70s gets on a bigger and better variety of your favorite songs, all in a row and commercial free. There's always a better song here on Totally 70s. It's David Gates and Brett and Guitar Man. It's 8:46 along with Mr. 70s. And, well, one of the Guitar Mans will be along at 9 p.m. We're talking about Jim Long and Wednesday Night Rocks here on Totally 70s. And, Jim, I know you just came in the room. You know, we got to make it real soon. You and your buddy Mike down the road and Angie all got to come over here one night with the guitars and do some singing and some jamming and some partying. Sounds like fun, right? Yeah.
Totally 70s.
Music Radio, Totally 70s, America's #1 choice for better music on the World Wide Web. Well, back in 81, the LP was entitled Rockin' Roll. It's the Great Kid Band and the Breakup Song. They don't write them like that anymore. That sure is an understatement.
we broke up no good just an hour before. Now instead it just don't. No, they don't. No.
Such a simple song, but got a certain kick to it that I like a lot. The Great Kid Band and the Breakup Song right here on Music Radio, Totally 70s. Clear and cold for the overnight, lows around 37. Tomorrow's sunny, going to be a dynamite-looking day as we get one step closer to the weekend with a high around 70. Tomorrow night, clear skies, a low near 38. And for Friday, TGIF, mostly sunny and gorgeous, and a high around 75. Right now in New York, under mostly cloudy skies, we've got 53 degrees at the Totally 70s Radio Network. It's America's #1 choice for better music.
Every day walking shadows.
Music Radio, Totally 70s. Well, I guess there is no time to lose because Jim Long is just about ready to get going, so I got to get on out of here. Want to thank everybody for being here tonight. I had a good time, despite the fact that I was only on for a little while, but hey, better a little while than not at all. So the chops are officially now in tune. They're working the way they are supposed to, so just as soon as I can break away from that stinking job of mine, I will be back on the air to entertain you with music and fun, and yes, even some prizes too. Gang, it's been real, and I am. Have a great night. Love somebody. We'll catch you again real soon. Stand by. Immediately following the Foreigner record I am about to play, Jim Long will be coming up with Wednesday Night Rocks. Good night, everyone.
The 70s sound, we're totally 70s. With the best music commercial free.